This is Yoshi. The heat wave has finally broken. It's 12:30, and you're not just pouring sweat sitting outside, which is wonderful. Because I think the heat was starting to affect my tics a bit and make me want to tick more. Like the past 3 days, it was like that. I had such severe urges to like punch stuff and flip over tables and a bunch of other tick type stuff. It was just so annoying. Yeah, I had to use so much willpower in order to keep them at bay, but I was able to get some weed. It's not a whole lot, and it's not the best quality, but it's still good, and it's been helping. I I just so prefer cannabis over alcohol, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, I'm like really happy about this heat wave ending. It needs to rain though. Definitely needs to rain. It's an indica. No, not an indica, a sativa. Get a nice head buzz. It does work for my body as well. But I think it's more of a, like a, maybe an indoor grow. Or possibly an, I'm not sure at the moment. But I can tell it's not an extremely high quality. Maybe somebody's like first few tries at growing. But it's still good weed. I didn't wake up with any tick urges, but I'm wanting to smoke, so that would be good at least for a few hours. um, so we decided to try to get back to Colorado around August 1st. I'm enjoying spending time with people here, and you know, that we done in California, but we're just getting tired of California. It's just mainly not being able to get as much cannabis as in Colorado. I mean, here we're gonna have to once in um, California is only gonna start having recreational dispensaries in 2018. But then they'll probably have delivery service like they do with the the medical cannabis dispensaries, which would be wonderful. Colorado has nothing like that whatsoever, even for the medical dispensaries, which would do a whole lot of people good if they did have something like that. But I just can't wait to be able to just go into a dispensary and get the kind of weed I like, and it makes it all be easier when you have a medical condition that needs it, instead of just being unsure when you'll be able to get some. It really, it's just really annoying, more so than anything. But next year, when we come visit, we should be able to go to some dispensaries, whatever city has allowed them next year. I'm unsure which cities have already given out licenses. I haven't really looked that up or anything, but it will happen. You know, in Colorado, like the same year they made it legal, they started giving out the recreational dispensary license, but California seems to be a bit different about that. We're gonna go our same route, starting once we get to Colorado Springs, go all the way up to Fort Collins, gonna visit people and all along the way, well, mainly Colorado Springs and Denver. I just really want to be in Fort Collins, since it's my favorite place in Colorado. But I want to check out see if you can get to Manitou Springs. I've heard that's a really nice place. I've actually been wanting to go there for a bit, since I've been told it was a nice place. And just to check out another place in Colorado. All I've been to is Fort Collins, Denver, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Greeley. Also Loveland. The main two reasons I wanted to come to California was because to visit Richard's family and to see if the hype of California was all it was cracked up to be, and it's not. It's the West, the coast is full of shitty people. It's all about tourism, and the meth use is extremely high. I thought Colorado was bad. California seems to be worse, way worse. And at least in Colorado, not everybody wasn't so methed out that they were talking to themselves like here. Like Venice. Venice was like one of the worst places with the highest number of meth users I have ever seen. And there was more people, all crazy and talking to themselves or screaming and doing all kinds of meth stuff than anywhere else. I mean, San Fran, we saw a few, crazy meth users, which we like to call meth goblins, or meth trolls, and then you got meth dragons. Depends on the behavior, but San Fran wasn't as bad. Saw a few, but Venice was just so concentrated, and it was really crazy actually. But California kind of sucks. A lot of superficial, self-centered, dead people here. Still haven't been to Oregon or Washington. Next year we'll end up checking those out, or the next year. We'll eventually come back and check out Oregon and Washington. And I still want to go do some rock hunting up there. Washington should be able to find some obsidian. Agate Beach, and Oregon you can find some beach agate. So it's really pretty. But I'll do some rock hunting in Colorado. Try to find some good places. And continue making wire wraps. And I'll eventually try to get into making animals out of wire. But that's still a long off. I've haven't had a lot of motivation to do much wire wrapping. I did this rose quartz sphere that I got in a trade, and some red garnet, but not much else. I don't know, it's mainly after Venice. Kind of burned myself out a bit, but I will definitely get back into it. It's something I still really enjoy. It's just I haven't really wanted to do much, and I'm low on some base wires, and that just makes it a bit harder when you don't have the main wires. You need the thick wires, 16 gauge. That is what I normally use. I know I've developed at least one new tick. It's just where I lower my hand and grab my shoulder. My falling ticks, I believe, have gone away. The punching ticks are still there. Wubba Lubba Dub Dub is one new vocal tick, which I was trying to make that into a tick. Hopefully that will remove some of the cussing ticks, which would be wonderful. And Wubba Lubba Dub Dub is from one of my new favorite shows called Rick and Morty. According to the mythos of the show, it means help, I am in great pain. And it's just hilarious, in my opinion. The show is quite amazing. It's a parody of Doc and Marty from Back to the Future, but it is like an amazing show, making fun of a lot of science stuff and alternate universes. It's amazing. I've been told they may be cancelled, and if so, that's going to be horrible. It's getting near the end. One thing I can't wait about being in Colorado is getting some concentrates. I really do enjoy flour, but it's nice to have a concentrate here and there whenever I need a large boost of THC in my system. It just it just helps all the more. I've tried strains high in CBD, but it doesn't work as well as strains higher in THC with some CBD. That's why I will usually get strains with a bit of CBD in it, at least 2 or 3% CBD. It is highly medicinal. It doesn't give it doesn't give you a head high or anything or any kind of buzz. But for me, it just doesn't work like I need it to. It's good for pain, but it doesn't take away my tics. I've had several people ask me if I've tried CBD oil in my comment sections, but I never got a hold of any. But I've tried strains high in CBD, and it just doesn't work the same for me. Don't know what else to talk about. I've been jumping to different topics in this video. I just not always able to keep my thoughts straight from time to time, or kind of think of anything at the moment. So I guess this will be the end of it. Thanks for watching.